watching this video is because you want to know what it takes to become a content creator. Your confidence is going to be key. As someone who is building a platform, someone who is trying to be well known, you are signing yourself up for a bunch of strangers to weigh in on your life and give tons of unsolicited opinions, some of which will be very, very, very mean. I know that from firsthand experience. It is your job as a content creator, as an influencer, to dissociate from the comments you are receiving. As someone who is a creator or someone who is a public figure, you have to learn how to not take any of your comments personal, whether they be good or whether they be bad. If you start depending on the good comments and the compliments, you are going to feel some very, very, very low points and very low days when those people are not supporting you. The thing with the internet is it's so up and down. You see it all the time with different celebrities, different influencers. They're canceled today, they're loved tomorrow. It's very up and down. These people do not know you. Even what they might know about you, they might not like. And that's valid. There's tons of successful influencers and celebrities you don't like. There's tons of people I don't really care for, but that doesn't mean they're gonna make any less money. No, they're still gonna do what they're gonna do, and they're gonna be happy if they're keeping their mindset the way it should be, which is not internalizing any of your comments. You need to be very self-aware. You need to be very confident in who you are as a person, regardless of what the internet is saying about you. I know that I am who I am, and regardless of if I'm getting 20 views or 2 million views, I'm going to be confident in the person that I am because I know that about myself. And regardless of if I am getting compliments about how great I am and how inspiring I am, or if I'm getting comments about how I am pushing a gay agenda on everyone, which is actually a very popular comment of mine, or how stupid I look, or she's not that hot. Whatever the comment is, I'm not taking any of them personally. That doesn't mean you can't celebrate those good moments. There are some moments where I get messages from people saying how I inspired them, and I do take a moment to sit with those comments and say, wow, that's really beautiful. That makes me feel good. But I am not depending my self-worth on receiving those compliments, because I know I am putting it out, and my purpose in this is a lot bigger than just being told that I'm pretty. It is more about those comments that are about inspiring people and people actually internalizing it and making people feel something, and regardless of even doing any of that, making me feel good, because content is something that I want to do. So I do it because it feels good and I want to inspire people. Please be confident, know who you are, know why you're getting into this, and the rest will work itself out. It is also crucial that you maintain a positive outlook on what you're doing. People are going to have so many opinions about what you are doing. And I'm not even talking about just strangers. I'm talking about your friends, your family, the people that are closest to you are going to have a lot of opinions about what you're doing. A lot of times our friends and family are just projecting their own insecurities and their own limiting beliefs onto us. Maybe you're telling your parents, this is something I want to do, social media is something I want to take seriously, and they're like, you can't make a living making Instagram photos. Yes, that could be very negative, and maybe they don't want to see you succeed, but more often than not, it's really coming from a place of protection and love. And they are unfortunately projecting all of their fears and doubts that they've placed on themselves and they've grew up with on you. Do not let them sway you from what you know to be true, which is that you want to be a creator. And apart from that, the proof is in the pudding. You don't even need to talk about this like it's some aloof and never before done thing. There are tons of creators who are making a killing from doing this. There are tons of creators that are blowing up and creating the coolest communities in a matter of months. I am one of them. You don't even need to have a proof of concept. Tell them to Google. Google's free. Tell them to Google search how much money is in the influencing industry, and then let them have their own doubts. Whatever it is after that, whatever it is. But you don't need to even convince them that this is worth your time. You need to be confident in what you're doing. You need to have a positive outlook on what you're doing. Even on those days where you're like, wow, this is not going well. I'm not really making any money right now. My views are really low. Keep a positive outlook, because it's always going to get better, and you're going to be so happy and so grateful for the version of you today. Don't let people negatively impact the future that you're planning for yourself. You got this. Be positive. People phrase this in all kinds of ways that they want to, but you need to be disciplined. I know that a lot of times the rhetoric around becoming an influencer or doing anything digital or entrepreneurship or anything online can be very get rich quick. You can make a large amount of money rather quickly, but you cannot sustainably make a substantial amount of money from this overnight. You cannot post 2 pictures and 2 reels and then come to me and be like, why aren't brands reaching out to me? I don't know, babes, because you don't have enough stuff up. You don't have enough proof of your concept. Like, we don't know what you're capable of yet because you're not being disciplined enough. Furthermore, you cannot be posting once a month and then ghosting. Like, you need to be posting as often as possible. You'd be better off posting 1 time a day for the next 6 months to a year instead of just burning yourself out and going like 1,000 miles a minute and then wondering why you're not growing anymore because you burnt out and you're not posting anymore. Success is in playing the long game. Otherwise, you're going to look back and say, dang, I wonder what could have been had I been disciplined enough to actually just consistently post. And you'll regret it forever. Aside from discipline, you need to know why you're even trying to be a content creator. Are you doing this because you want to inspire people? It's super important that you have a reason for doing what you're doing. Otherwise, it's going to be a much more difficult and unfulfilling journey. If you are just doing this for metrics and fame, so be it. But then you're also going to have some really low points. Please let your reason behind this be something of value. Please have some sort of value to share with the world, even if it's just entertainment. The world can always use more laughs. The world can always use more inspiration. I want to be an influencer because I love fashion. I want to work with brands that I am passionate about. I'm doing this for all of the POCs, all of the queer people, all of the fashionable little black girls. If I can just impact one person, inspire one person to be true to who they are, despite being teased about their crazy little outfits and their quirky little earrings and their big hair, that's who I am doing this for. There needs to be a reason of value, of substance behind why you're doing what you're doing. It will carry you through, it will get you through the hard times and the days that you don't feel like doing what you're doing. And it will make every single win you get in this industry so much more worthwhile. I promise you. I'm so thankful for my community. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below. If you have any comments, I'd love to talk about it. Let me know what you want to see next. Bye.